Hello and welcome to OTB TV coverage of the United States Women's Disc Golf Championship, presented by Final Nine Sports. My name is Greg Sloan.
And I'm Zoe AnDyke.
And we are very excited about having Zoe in the booth for commentary on this round. This is the final day of the Women's Championship, and it is an exciting battle. Our players are knotted all together. We've got Ella Hansen, Missy Gannon, Holly Finley, and Kona Panis on the card today. And this is the third course that you ladies saw in the weekend, correct?
Yeah, and we only got one tournament round at this venue at Rocklin. So, with three courses and this being the final day, these ladies are really amped up, looking to, make getting off the tee box is really important, I guess you should say, and making each putt count.
There we see our leaderboard, Paige Pierce with the lead going into the final day. She looks to capitalize on her hot start to the year.
Absolutely. Paige with a charging lead here.
Representing Team Discraft, please welcome Missy Gannon.
All right, introduction there for Missy Gannon leading the card off.
And, this first hole is pretty straightforward, not too much danger. There is a little out of bounds on the right-hand side, but as long as players have sized up this whole fairway and noticed that tree, it's just before the basket, they want to be right or left of it to even be in position for a putt or a good upshot.
A lot of this understable backhand line, avoiding that bushy tree on the right side. Ella up next.
And here's Ella. Love the way she's mashing this disc right now. It's one of her more understable DD3s in the bag. She's able to get a lot of flip on that. She's got to put hyzer angle. She gets herself decently up the fairway.
Yeah, she advances on the right side of the tree, actually, and then gets a little stable finish to finish in circle two, actually.
Pretty impressive shot.
Indeed. Definitely showing off that power that you mentioned early. No stranger to power. Here's Kona Panis.
Absolutely. And Kona lining up for a backhand shot. Definitely strong enough to throw a forehand or a backhand here, but backhand being the much better play for the finish of the shot.
She finds her line.
And she's open and clear for the upshot or kind of putt attempt.
All the way from Verona, Wisconsin, representing Team Innova. Warm round of applause for Holly Finley.
A big rousing introduction there for Holly Finley. Good crowd out there. Good crowd out there at Rocklin. Very supportive. Beautiful day for disc golf. Everyone was in a super good mood.
I did love our announcer as well, bringing the hype for the final round.
A little bit low, but she'll still be in a comfortable spot to make her upshot from there.
Absolutely. Just steering clear of those first two trees and getting yourself up the fairway is important. We noticed Misty's a little bit pinched off behind that tree right there, but has no trouble getting the sidearm right inside of the comfort zone there to capitalize on a par.
Another upshot made easy. Kona not running it too early.
Yeah, giving herself a nice stress-free par. Ella for the birdie.
Wow. You can see really how far she advanced. She was just on the edge of circle one there.
Fantastic drive and great attempt there as we watch this lead card tap out their pars. That's a great start for anybody. I'm pretty impressed with Ella's drive there too. I mean, getting all the way up there is not something that everyone in the FPO division can do. So Ella definitely showing her power off.
Yeah, because she even kind of brought that right side OB into play, but with the power and the stability of that disc, she trusted it to come back, and she was in a great position for that two look. But no cashing in early here. And they star par.
Yeah.
Here you see our layout for hole 2. pretty straightforward basket placement.
Yeah, there's not a lot of danger here either. Some players choose to bring that fence and that I think that's a tennis court there that into play just by going over it. But really, just all you want to do is get yourself a nice straight landing, however you choose, backhand or sidearm. Get yourself a putt.
There you can see there was a little bit of shifting wind here in the afternoon. Overall, didn't dictate play too much, but this is one of the more open holes. Kona finds herself a little bit obscured there behind the tree to the right side of the green.
Yes, definitely playing that same side of the fairway as the righty backhand likes to play, but a little further behind what you wanted. Holly, I think, is just outside of circle 2 there. Yeah.
Yeah, she was asking for it to get up a little low off the tee, but again, it'll be an easy par.
Ooh, good camera view here of just what a tough upshot that tree brings into play. Looking pretty good, solid play for Kona there. Missy with the birdie attempt. Just left side of the heart. And Ella. Dang, not quite able to cash in on that one. Players are still looking very solid, and no confidence lost, only confidence gained to be in a position to be putting for the birdie at this point. Nobody's in any trouble, no bogeys being carded here, just cleaning up the par.
That's right. Nice steady start to the final day of the championship here. And I'll be off to hole 3. That was rated as the 10th most difficult hole in the day. Only how many birdies do we have there? 16% birdie rates on hole 2.
Wow.
Moving into hole 3, 8th most difficult on the day.
Yeah, there's a little bit of trouble here with out of bounds. The players really need to scope out where the OB boundaries are. It's obvious that there's water short of the green, but it's important that players know how far out it extends. Most righty backhanded players are throwing a big hyzer bomb, just like we saw Ella punch out there, and hoping to get a little bit of that hyzer skip in towards the basket for the putt.
It's a nice shot there from Ella.
Yes. It was beautiful display. Again,
taking that early OB really out of the picture, just like Kona does. Oh, what a great shot.
Great shot. Absolutely. Ladies are starting off pretty solid. Holly Finley rounding out the card.
Ooh. And she avoids that late tree, and she'll also be just on the edge of circle 1, I believe.
Yeah.
Kona up first. That's a good.
Just left there.
Yeah.
Holly looking for her first birdie here. Able to capitalize.
First real tester of the day, and Holly knocks it in. Ella will look to follow suit. Ooh, and a little kiss off the basket and in.
A little bit of love, lots of skill. The combination makes it pretty sweet.
And after the drive, Kona definitely hoping for the 2 there. She settles for the par, and Missy just absolutely parked.
That was such a sweet shot. Gotta love that when it's a tap-in birdie attempt.
Exactly. Our favorite types of birdies, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. We move to hole 4. Third most difficult on the day.
I was just going to ask how what that percentage was. That makes sense here. There's a lot to be studied. First of all, this is 354 feet. So, right. just out of some of the players, some of the field's driving distance, and just inside of our power throwers like Ella here. But there's a really strange hazard OB. Not strange, but difficult more so. Lining the right side all the way around the back of this fairway. So if players happen to go too far straight forward, they're going to be out of bounds with a hazard penalty stroke having to play it from where it lies.
That's correct. And then as they come back towards the basket, then of course an OB line behind there as well. And there we see Holly finding that OB you were just describing.
Unfortunately, there for Holly, just kept too straight. Kona's not liking this one out of her hands. I think early release, but
It's a big skip.
yeah.
Wow. And she wanted it to stable up, and it sure did. Great skip, puts her in circle 2. And there's Holly playing with that OB stroke.
Gets herself under the basket. Same thing there again with Kona. No work left to do is the goal.
All right. Missy wanting a big 2 to create some separation, but she'll settle for her easy par. And Ella advanced all the way to circle 1 with her drive. Couldn't quite put it in the 2.
Gotta say though, again, just 4 out of 4 holes, giving herself an opportunity. This is a very confident and strong start to the final round at the U.S. Women's Championship for Ella Hansen.
Definitely coming in aggressive, definitely playing to her strengths, but she looks very comfortable. There we go.
Tapping in there.
So the first day of the tournament was at Auburn Disc Golf Course, followed by Shady Oaks, the Orangevale course, and here we are at Rocklin. How did you feel the courses differentiated?
Oh, I would say there was quite a bit of variety and flavor throughout the 3 courses. Rocklin here, as you can see, there are some trees to avoid. Definitely got to pick your gaps, but the gaps are much more wide open and friendly than, say, Auburn. Auburn is heavily, heavily wooded. The gaps are very narrow and the tree ceilings are very, very low. And then I would say that Shady Oaks is just a really nice variety of a mixture of open and wooded holes, big gaps, not too many tight gaps, but pretty technical with where the trouble or the OB lies. So each of the 3 courses being very different in variety, but having some similarities. And I feel like Shady Oaks was like the tie between the 2. For different skills and shot shapes to be pulled off.
Again, everyone's tools sharpened for the 3rd round here, for definitely looking to score here at Rocklin. See our ladies tee off here on hole 5, 299 feet, trying to find this middle route, and Holly really pushes up nicely there with the skip.
I love that shot. From circle 2 here, the jump putt bid, almost taking the 2. Wow, awesome, Ella. Missy also lining up. I think that she's just in circle 2 here.
Ooh, and off the bumper. Get up right there. Kona trying to find the line. Just trying to get that putt dialed in.
Still trying to dial it in.
Put yourself in good position, though. Ooh. And just spins out right for Holly.
Drawing some metal, but definitely a little disappointed there.
She wanted to bounce back after that unfortunate 4 on hole 4, but she'll have to wait for the next hole.
Yes.
Kona drives it into the heart of the chains. Nice putt there.
Couple of solid pars.
Absolutely. Your little fanfare in the background. The lead card is behind us here, and they drew a little bit of a crowd with Paige and Kat battling.
I was pretty happy though to see throughout this round the spectators wanting to check out chase card as well as watch the top card. So it was pretty cool. Really appreciated the local support and the people coming out for this event.
We were certainly happy and very excited to be there for this coverage. And Missy, not the tree she was looking for kind of a late release. Ellie gets that out of her head. Finds that right hand window. And again, there's one last tree there guarding the green, which she might have to have a little bit of a step out putt from. Kona also pushing it right.
A little higher than what she might have wanted. And you can see hitting just a little bit of that foliage and coming down earlier than what she wanted.
Yeah, there Not a lot of trees, but you do have to respect the ceiling that's created out here at Rocklin. Okay. Several of our players finding trees off the tee.
And just an upshot here for Missy, trying to find her way into the circle and hopefully under the basket, but leaving a little bit of work to do. Little jump putt bid there for Holly. Love seeing it, and that looks like a pretty comfortable distance. Kona
gives it the bid.
I loved that bid too. Plenty. She does know that, you know, the Annie putt angle that she has, trusting it the whole way. And boom, there we see it.
There's a two.
Excitement running it in there for Ella getting that birdie.
Great putt there. Now here's Missy saving her par after the early mistake off the tee.
And that wasn't just a gimme. Yeah, I mean, that's that range that we like to call tester putts, you know, a little over 20, probably 22 feet away. Just, it's when the confidence really shines through that the player is making those putts, you know, secure in their rhythm and routine.
Been fortunate to watch Missy play a few rounds this year with our coverage, and she's been so consistent in Circle 1. All right, as we move on to hole 7, let's check out the UDisc stats here. 9th most difficult hole on the day. It's 300 feet. Again, some fairway to work with. Trees kind of guarding behind if you go a little long, but nice fairway to work with here for Ella. Only a 6% birdie rate, though. Only 4 birdies on this final day.
I'm glad you just brought that up, Greg, because it's only 300 feet. This is a hole that can definitely be overthought by any player of any caliber. You know, you look at that distance and you think, oh, automatic birdie, but it's really not like that. You've still got to dial your line and make a putt.
And this might be one where there's a deceptive play of the wind late down the fairway as the trees open up a little bit, maybe turning your disc over a little more than you might expect. Holly reads it perfectly, and it's just about a park job there, folks. Here's Ella.
That powerful putt, and she's just putting it up there safely, leaving no work to do. She likes her scorecard right now, and she's protecting it. Same for Kona.
See, ooh, giving it a great effort and just a little low off the upper part of the cage there.
Yes.
But Holly, one of those 4 birdies I mentioned, she cashes in, getting the only 2 here on the chase card. Great drive there from Holly.
Yes, moving herself up to the front of the box for the next drive. As our players tap in their pars here. You guys always can tell there is quite a bit of wind. I love the Innova flags on top of the baskets. It always gives the video coverage just a little bit more flavor and feeling as to what the players are dealing with there.
Okay, here you see the layout there for hole 8. It's 292 feet. It was one of the easier holes here on the final day. It's 16th most difficult. Holly pushing up to circle 1. She's about basket high there.
Yeah. Ella pulling out the sidearm. Skilled on both backhand and sidearm distance, powerful shots. So
haven't seen her have to utilize it yet, but she advances there nicely. Missy
turnover,
finding that window perfectly. Wow. And she's in circle 1.
Absolutely gorgeous drive there for Missy.
Kona, try and mimic that. Hold the release.
And
looks like she's in good shape there.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. Everybody's in good shape. Found the gap there.
Wow, huge putt for Ella.
Oh, run that one in. Everybody's excited about a circle 2 putt going in here. Whew.
Nice 2 there for Ella.
That'll be her third birdie on the scorecard today. She's making a charge. She wants a piece of that podium finish. Wow. Look at that by Holly.
Amazing putting display here from the chase card.
I think she was outside of the circle there too. She didn't have to jump it, but that was sweet. And a nice birdie for Missy there. It was a gorgeous drive, like I said. And Kona, about the same distance, just a little closer than Missy.
Bang.
Also,
that's
yes.
Like to see star frame.
That's a true star frame.
2's around for the card. Great display of putting and or driving there. And we move to hole 9. It's going by quickly. Not the longest course here in Rocklin.
It really is.
There were some delays. It took a little while to get around. But players having to use that focus.
Ooh, unfortunate.
The day.
OB there for Holly. This hole 9 is only 292 feet, but definitely is one of the trickier holes. OB kind of canaling around in front of the basket and green there. And if players go out of bounds here, they are advancing to the drop zone.
Missy sending it above that OB. You can see there are the reeds. It's a river marking the right side of the hole.
And that guardian tree just to the right of the basket. If players choose to hyzer around the outside, they're bringing a lot of danger in. You can see, though, that Missy and I think it was Holly also went inside getting the green flag. Or no, Holly, sorry, she went out of bounds. And you can see how tough that drop zone is. She took a knee for that drop zone.
Just scooted past the basket, I believe. So she has work to do. Kona should have a relatively easy par from there.
And Ella's not messing around here. Something that we've gone over in multiple practices is if you know you're laying it up, you keep it low and out of the air and do not get any slide. This ground is very hard packed and fast and skippy. So,
and that's what we're talking about. She tests it, luckily not to go OB there, but she knew she needed to score after finding the OB early off the tee. So again, Ella preserves her 3 down through the front 9. Great start. Holly, that frustrating double bogey. Kona looking for the par. And she's in.
Yes.
And Missy, again, they played the hole very, very wisely. Easy par. And they'll wrap up this front 9.
Man.
Definitely some exciting action there. There you see the scores. 3 down for Ella, 2 down for Missy, 1 down for Kona.
And if you're watching the top card, you know that Ella's making a move right now on Haley. What are we going to find out in the back 9? I can't wait. Make sure you guys come back and check out this OTB coverage. It's an exciting finish.
Every stroke counts here at the Women's Disc Golf Championship, and we hope you come back and join us for the back 9. Zoe, you're going to be back with me, right?
I'll see you for the back 9, Greg.
Sounds good. All right, stay tuned, y'all.